Peace, everyone. I am Joy Allen of Karmic Dynasty here today with Ramutef Qeb. Ramutef, if you would, share with everyone your greeting and how you like to introduce yourself.
All right. Peace, 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 peace. Anuk Ramutef Qeb. I'm Ramutef Qeb. I'm a divination practicer of many and learning of different divinations. You can find me on Facebook as Ramutef Qeb. You can find me on Instagram as Ramutef_Qeb. I appreciate this day with you, Joy. Thank you for inviting me on Comic Dynasty. Let's get started.
Let's get started. All right, so woo, I was gonna do this broadcast from the bed, but I was like, I'm just not moving today. Well, I just could be in the bed all day, but I'm like, I'm gonna do this out here. Come give me some air. Either way, peaceful, respective greetings to everyone. Um, Tomorrow's a big. We are premiering the Courtship
Tomorrow.
on I Am My Sister's Keeper, a series created by myself, Ramutef Qeb, and Mother Matriarch Salima Ellis. On that broadcast, we will be discussing the benefits, the pros and cons, actually, of courting. And grand afternoon to you as well, Royal Matriarch from YouTube. And so, yes, tomorrow is the premiere of the courting series. And in preparation for that, I have been sharing this short series, Joy Allen is Dating Now, for info purposes for any and all candidates. A reference guide to refer back to or refer to if you like any information before you step forward to become a candidate. Now, the first three parts of this series that we're doing today, I talked about the things I don't like. I'm not doing, not complaining. Right quick, Ramutef, you on your laptop or your cell phone? Ramutef, you muted. You muted. Are
On my
you on
cell phone.
your laptop?
No, on my cell phone.
Okay, cool. All right, so let me see. Okay, so on this series, this is the last of this short series. And on this one, I am going to be speaking of positives, the things I like in the him that I will be with. So today you will hear all positive things from Joy Allen. And also, quick reminder for the upcoming courtship series, in case you missed it, I will be I will not be on the panel. I will be in the comment section with all of you. I will also be directing from behind the scenes. So I'm not sure, Karmic Dynasty is not scripted, so I'm not sure how the panel, I know what the topics are. I'm not sure how the panel will proceed on each episode. And I definitely will be in the comment section like, oh, for real, what happened, where, what? So people are going to probably be looking like, where is Joy Allen? Where's Joy at? What's Joy got to say in all this? So in preparation and having that in mind, I will have another ongoing series where my responses will be captured. So oh, and I'm calling that short series Nightcap, and I just came up with it today. Night with a K. Recap of the courtship series. Needing my knights on deck. So also, right quick, shortness in brief. Knights, how I define them, are if not like we don't have sexual relations with the knights. They come, they have their purpose, and they follow through in the manners they like to. So, for example, from where I'm from, in my mindset, Ramutef is a knight. He is a knight to me. He comes as he is, and he's very productive in my realm, and I honor and respect his judgment in how he approaches me. And we have our differences sometimes, but we still manage to smile and see things through. And I appreciate Ramutef for his self, his mindfulness, and all that he gives the Karmic Dynasty and Joy Allen and Titian and Co. Gratitude, Ramutef.
Gratitude, Joe. I appreciate that.
All right, so my direction today is going to be speaking of positives, because I definitely apparently have the courtship series, so I plan to have a night, like the main night, in a home living with him, where we do things like sexual relations. So in the home, what I'm going to do today is give you all an idea of how I see myself in the home with that night. So that's where I'm going to express in each room of the house that I'm going to focus on today what I like and what I see happening in that room in the house where I'm at with my night. So let's say, okay, so we come into the house. No, you know what? Let's start outside the front yard, because I'm outside. I'm looking at the front yard. So in the front yard with my night, I would like to be able to cut the grass. I like cutting grass. So I would like for him to give me, we could take turns. That's cool. We could take turns. I also like to play in the dirt. So gardening would be great. I like gardening. I like hands-on. So my night doesn't have to do that with me, but just know that I like doing it. I enjoy doing it, and I will be doing it. Um, Unless, of course, we're somewhere where the grass does not need to be kept and there's not a lawnmower on the property for our use, I will be cutting grass. That is what I like to do. That is what I'll be doing. So moving into the house, we're going to go into the living room first. So welcome to the living room. In the living room is probably where I would be being in the living room is where I will be doing most of my work for my any one of my entrepreneurial ventures, including this social media influence platform. So in that room, and this is a reason I have Ramutef on today to share his experience with you to illustrate how hard I do not think what I'm asking for really is. So also for Ramutef to define work partner, because we're going to discuss work partner while we're in the living room. So while we're in the living room, I will be creating my platform like today. On my cover photo, it's called a thumbnail. The cover photo for my broadcast is my Karmic Dynasty blue background. I was not, this broadcast was kind of short notice for me, and I did not have enough time and other items available to create the thumbnail that you saw on the first three parts of this series. So I will be creating those thumbnails, for example, and I'll be like, I want my work partners, my night's input. Like, do you think this color is good? What do you think about this font? And if he's not around and I got it finished, when he is around, I'll say, well, what do you think about this? I did this for my upcoming broadcast. That's the type of the items, that's the type of input I would need and support from my night in the home. And there will be maybe other rooms that I handle that, but we're addressing it in the living room today. Ramutef, would you speak to everyone about what is the work partner that I'm looking for?
No,
Your mic is muted.
there we
There
go.
you there you go.
All right, so explanation. Work partner. A work partner is someone
Ramutef, I could not tell if you just broke up on my side.
All right, I'm back now.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So work partner. Work partner is someone who is how you say puts in work. As simple as that. If your partner is an individual who is very hardworking,
Ramutef. Okay, I'm on my cell phone, so I can't tell if it's a glitch on my side or what. If somebody in the comment section could talk to me, that'd be great. And it's windy where I'm at, so I might be over talking Ramutef right now.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, I hear you now.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch over to
Okay, yeah, you
my
were froze.
laptop.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch over to my laptop 1 second.
So while you do that, speaking of the living room, if there would happen to be a TV in the kitchen, if there would happen to be a TV in the house, I would see it happening in the living room. I don't see a TV, a reason for one in any other room in the house right now. But again, I shape my relationships around the person that I'm with for the most part. So if he sees the need to have one in the restroom, the bathroom, or the kitchen for some reason, or the hallway, we'll discuss it. I'm sure there'll be a reason, and I'll manage. But the bedroom is definitely off the room later. But right now we in the living room. I'm gonna tell if you coming in, but hold on, yeah, he's
Yeah, hear me?
yep. Go ahead.
There we go. All right, hold on.
Alrighty.
There we go. Why is it being funny? All right, there we go. All right, so
And I
work
got
partner.
20%. Y'all chill.
Hmm. So yeah, work partner. So basically, my sense of work partner is like this. All right, say for instance, you understand that uh your significant other is a very creative individual. A lot of people don't understand that a lot of our partners, a lot of our partners are very creative individuals, especially if they're hardworking. Um, when it comes to being a work partner, it's more so just being there during the times that helps your partner create, like go beyond creation. So, for instance, um, Joy found out I knew about the Matrix, the new Matrix coming out. And then she came, we started talking and things of that nature. We started coming up with an idea of like, yo, let's do something with this. So that's what we did. So what she does, since she's very creative in a lot of things that she does, she starts
Yes, you
making
talking about the flyer for the
that's what I was getting to the flyer.
yeah.
So she's
Yeah, Ramen
creating the
came up with
flyer.
the idea, and I was like, let's work on a flyer. So in my app where I create my flyers and banners and such, and I started one. I started a template, and then I passed it through messenger chat. I passed the image to Ramutef. He gave me his feedback. I came back to the app and I put in the changes. He wanted another color. He thought another color would be good. So then I was waiting for more input. And then he said, well, take out the red pill and the blue pill, that image, and make it back because it was
Yeah.
white. Changes like that, adjustments like that is what I'm looking for. And so me and Ramutef talked about the time it took for us to complete it, like a half hour. But if we were
Mm-hmm.
side by side and we didn't have the middleman of having to pass the message through the internet, Ramutef echo on me. So can you while I'm speaking? Because we're both in the studio. Gratitude. I appreciate you. I appreciate the feedback. Yeah, so Ramutef shared and I gratefully accepted his input. And another thing I'm going to speak on right quick is when I ask for the input, I'm way more acceptable workable like that. But if I don't ask for your input, depending on how you're coming for me, I'm gonna do my best to stay positive, as what this episode is about today. But Ramutef, if you would continue, go ahead with that backup. Go ahead and piggyback off of that and talk to us again about work partners. I didn't know you were going to go into the matrix part yet, and the experience of how it was to work with me on that fire. Gratitude.
Yeah, so there's so yeah, that's a great example of what how you say a work partner is. Rather if it's a relationship or not, it's the value that we put into each other that gives us a mutual respect for one another. So as we're doing that, we're going back and forth. She's just sending it to me, and I'm just like, yeah, we should do this, this, this. So it got to the point where it's like we started being like real creative. I was like, yo, let's just turn the whole flyer into numbers and different letters and abstracts and all this other stuff. Let's see if people can decode it.
Yeah, so talk to her about how you said that, and I was like, okay, and that's how the word matrix in the flyer came about.
Yeah, because originally it wasn't looking like that. Originally it was not, because it was like I'm just like, yeah, let's do this, 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 and she starts putting her creative ideas into it, and we're just going back and forth, and then we're like, all right, let's make it neat enough where it can be presentable. So then Joy was like, all right, what do you think about this? And then she sent it to me, and I was just like, yo, that's dope right there. So then we just thought about, all right, let's take certain letters and change the abstracts on them, so make it look decoded in a sense, like with the whole number scheme and everything. And the way she had the background, that was the part that was cool, because she was just like, should it be like this? And then when she changed the color, it was like boom, it started popping out a little bit more. And then when I was talking about the pills or whatnot, that's the part that I was like, let's not get hit too hard for that. So it's like the back and forth that we were doing is what type of how you say relationship, not just. Oh shoot! I keep hitting buttons. Stop hitting buttons. There you go. Stop. I gotta stop hitting buttons. I'm all hitting the setting button. It's freezing everything. Yeah, it's the type of work partner. When it comes to work partner, it's basically spending time with your partner, especially if if they can. Some people are arrogant. Some people are very solo about their projects, but your presence or your input is always appreciated. No matter what type of relationship you have, it's always appreciated. Having that type of rapport keeps that energy flowing within people, within couples, within work associates, things of that nature. That's the type of relationship that you should also have with your partner. That's just me personally as well. You have to have that type of relationship. Rather, if it's like, you're not into certain things. Like for me, I'm not into going out to doing a lot of nigga shit, hands down. I just don't do it no more. Like I don't do the club scene. I don't do the bar scene. I may do it with my family or something. Like the only time I will drink is if I'm around family. And then when it comes to my spiritual family, it's the same concept. I only will have a drink with them. I will not have nobody. I will not have a drink outside with no one. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the president. I don't care if you're an alien from another planet. That's just not me. I don't get down like that. When it comes to like going to shows and things of that nature, eventually I'll get into it, but I'm on a mission. My mission is to help liberate the minds and bring cosmic awareness to the people. When my mission is done, I'll go out there and enjoy all the nigga shit, going to the clubs, strip clubs, and all the other stuff like I used to do. I'll do that. Right now, it's not the time. The time is for us personally, as what I see our people and the way the directions of how society's been pushing us. We need to get our shit together. So as far as us working, that's where it really counts. And then when it comes to other parts of working relationships, you have the ones where it's like um, um, relationships that literally have a business partnership. Like say for instance, your significant other has a business, and then you're basically either working for that person or um, working with that person. That type of relationship is also counted as a work relationship or a work association. Um, those type of relationships, like in astrology, one thing I started noticing, there's like three of them that pop out when you do this synastry stuff. I gotta Hold on. I think, is it this one? There we go. Yeah, I like that. It gives me a lot easier to see my fingers. So the you have the work relationship, intimate, and then long term. Those are the three main ones that when you do synastry, in a sense, that you will see. You'll see a certain pattern and things of that nature. So when it comes to the work part, if you have a lot of work relationship, go ahead.
I got 10% on my phone. My battery went fast somewhere. So I want to move on through the house right quick, and then if I pop out, you could continue to work the work relationship, and also talk to everyone about the options and the choices. And the work partner is actually an option that I selected in helping me know what I'm looking for. Okay. So you mentioned also in work relationship, just being there. For me, that's big. If they're just in the house with me, I'm comfortable, and it can help me work more. For some reason, they're not in the house. There's something like I've observed myself doing is I might just need. I've done it before. I will lay when I'm done with everything. I'm like, I'll lay my head in his lap. So sometimes I just need his lap, you know what I mean, or his shoulder to rest my head on. And if he's not in the house, then yeah, I'll hold it till he gets there, because he is my in that matter. So sometimes being my work partner does not include looking at the screens with me and helping me adjust flyers and ideas on broadcast. It could just being there, just by there. So I appreciate him for that. We're gonna move out the living room. We're gonna go through to the bedroom right quick. So I'm gonna say for part two of this one. So let's go to the kitchen. Right quick in the kitchen. I like to cook. If he likes to cook, I enjoy that as well. Or I could just be there, or he could be in the kitchen. However, whatever our roles are in the kitchen is great. I know how to cook, so me cooking is good. If he wants to be the only cook, that's cool too. Sometimes, I'm gonna still make what I want to make. I'm flexible. I like to think I'm flexible. I'm flexible. I'm flexible. um, what else? Oh, so primarily the kitchen. The kitchen for me needs to be a peaceful place. Become familiar with vibrations and frequencies and how it flows into your water and the food preparation and how you're intaking those items. And so then for me, of course, I can't see how that thought could not flow out into the rest of the house. Like, I'm not about to go in the living room and cuss and fuss with you, then go in the kitchen and be all peaceful and listen to certain music to keep the water pure, food, and everything else. So I would need the kitchen to be a peaceful place. I actually need the home to be a peaceful place. I will be able to work productively and successfully in a peaceful home. I primarily like the home to be quiet. If there's some things my night look for air. If there's some things my night will be doing and it needs a certain noise level, then I will make adjustments. Adjustments will be made. And that's the brief on the kitchen. In the bathroom, um, let's see, we're getting a little, this is the intimate side of the house, the bathroom and the bedroom. So in the bathroom, showers together. I like
Is it
those.
bathroom, bedroom? It's bathroom, bedroom, and basement.
You said
Bathroom,
basement.
bedroom. Yeah, bathroom, bedroom, basement. That's the intimacy rooms. We continue.
Okay, check for me, Ron. Thank you, gratitude. So your basement, we'll discuss that in another part. If we basement, that's like rec room or something. You know what I mean? We could discuss that later. Bathroom, yes. Surprise showers is great. Um, Prepared, like he prepares my candles in the bath, and my bath draws my bath for me. And music type I like. Things I do myself, but is great from my experience with it when he does that for me. So I appreciate that. Um, kind of the gist of the restroom for me. Also, I oh I like to not smell certain things when I'm in the restroom. So I like a clean night. He has to be clean. He has to be able to keep up with himself. And with in that regard, he needs to already watch what he's eating because it helps sells the output in the restroom. I'm maintaining keeping this a positive broadcast since I've spoken on the what I like the first three. Um, and in the bedroom, I like to I like to sleep peacefully. So a person who tosses and turns, I like a not toss and turn a lot. That will result in two different beds, like the Ricardos, Lucy and Ricky. I promise it happens. So I'm telling you what I know. I do not like flip flops in bed. Hold on, we're doing the likes. I like a night who rests kind of without the flip flops. How about that? I also like in each day. I kind of ease and transition into the day, and so I do it. People, I will lay there. It may appear like I'm still in sleep mode, but I'm actually processing, coming back here, and then I recap either the day before and or my for the current day, and then I'll greet him. We'll do what we do. At some point, the last part of my day where I'm getting up is looks like me in my phone or one of my devices catching up with all of the possibilities to take advantage of, to partake in. People with me being on social media and my like it's about to be tax time, so I have people contacting me wanting to set appointments with broadcast ideas. So I will just those things as well as what was already in my calendar. Unless me and him, we have other things already planned for the day, but most times the day looks like. So I really like that peaceful time and peaceful moment. I sleep. My alarm clock is myself. I sleep without an alarm clock. I sleep without buzzers. I sleep with my phone and devices on silent, do not disturb mode. And I would like for him to do the same. I would like to hear cell phones and all those other things happen in another part of the house. That's the gist of where I'm going at today with my little my phone. Ramutef, can you talk to us about the work partners more and how the options and how I came about the decision with my other options were. So the yeah, of course you pick a work partner. Gratitude.
Yeah. So yeah. So um work partners. So work partners is in a huge thing that's missing in a lot of relationships. I can honestly say that. Because a lot of people don't understand what undivided attention really means, especially in the category of a person's lifestyle or your other's lifestyle or the person that you're choosing or wanting to have in your lifestyle. Those categories of um, when it comes to work, it's hands-on, speaking, presence, and the fourth one would be more so direction. Yeah, correct. When it comes to those areas, like when it comes to hands on is basically symbolizing as, for instance, we'll go back to the first part that Joy was talking about, outdoors. When she's outdoors, talking about the part where she can cut grass, her significant other does too. So when it comes to doing yard work together, that's a work relationship. When it comes to inside, we're talking about the creative part now. When it comes to the creative part, we discussed that when we were explaining about doing the flyer. That also goes into the level of direction as well. Direction is more so like someone you fill in only in the parts that you're best in, or your partner's best in. So say for instance, my partner's great at public speaking or I'm great at writing. So I need to write all the stuff down for that person to say what they need on their speech. You feel me? That's another part. That's giving directions or knowing your place in the in your relationship and your work relationship as far as what they call it, as far as the everyday lifestyle thing. So it's like when then we go to like kitchen wise, you understand that that one is just more so just being present. You know, Joy wants to cook, or she's I don't even say wants to cook. She's just cooking. Her doing that shows her man or whoever it is. That's what they need to like. You need to just be there. Or if you're not just going to be there, if you're not going to help out, then just leave or be somewhere in the next room.
Excuse me, Ramutef. Could you mute your mic for me? Could you mute your mic right quick? Did you? You got it. Hi, Lulu. Hi, QJ. Hi, Quan. Hi, Gracie. I love you. Mama, I love you, babies. All right, Lulu, speaking of, because this happened right before that. Yes, matriarch is great. You already know it's tasty. You had your share. Lulu, Quan, I'm gonna send y'all these, okay? Mama made them. These are turtle pops. I'm gonna send y'all some, but right now I'm eating. I'm gonna finish mine. I'm gonna Ramutef gonna talk to y'all. Continue to be good. I'll see you later. Gratitude, Ramutef.
Correct. You are correct when it comes to dealing with learning each other. A lot of people don't understand when it comes to this style and live and lifestyle. Um, we're being what's that word? We're being assimilated into a lot of technology, a lot of computers, a lot of robotics. So in this day and age, you got to know what you want. By this time in your life, you gotta know about some of what you want. Majority of the part is the part that's when it comes to um certain levels of your own personal relationship that you would like to have with another. Go ahead.
Did you ask me a question?
No, I thought you had your hand up.
No, I'm just addressing the panel. Peace, Siba Kepra. Peace, peace. I'm out, Ramutef. Go ahead. Continue, please.
So yeah, it's like going back to that, like yeah, learning those parts of those needs. A lot of people are not mentally ready to even go in that direction. Some people are, and then even the people who seem like they have it all together, they really don't because they truly don't know what they want. Like myself, I know certain things that I want, but I don't know what I truly want when it comes to the long haul. A lot of people, some people got to that point, and then some people are, in the midst of truly learning their partner because they have the time now. With us, with us having this pandemic, bull, this was a great opportunity for us to put things in together. At the pool, Siwa, this is a great time for us to actually have that time to sit back and with the solitude within our own thoughts and minds. Us being in this nowadays world, we know that free will is the best way to go about this. Understanding the concept of what is free will. Free will is dealing with not what you think, in a sense, when you look it up. Moving forward. Go ahead.
I'm just curious if you got static just on my side or in the entire broadcast. But go ahead.
Let's say you still got your mic on. All right, but
When it was
so yeah.
off.
Mm-hmm. What about now? Does it sound better? Yes, so maybe so. All right, but yeah, so those type of relationships, personally, um, yeah, yeah, it is. But when you look into the word free, you understand that free is, in a sense, being a friend of love. When you look it up, and then when you put the will in, it's basically choosing. Are you choosing? Are you choosing to be a friend of love, or are you choosing to not be a friend of love? That's what free will is. It's not the whole conscious part of things. Oh, I can do this, this, and this. No, no, no. Free will is dealing with the categories of love, hands down. So when it comes to love, how are you going to love your partner? What aspect of your partner are you looking for? So when it comes to Joy, Joy's specifically seeing the work ethic part because she's a hard worker. She's a, I don't want to say a very busy woman, but she's a very busy woman. She stays active. She's always on the move. It's like I will always tell people, I move with the electron. She moves with the electron like it ain't nothing as well. I gotta get used to pointing and all that. But that's the type of person she is. She's on a whole different frequency than a lot of people. A lot of us are all getting to that frequency, but Joyce specifically is on a different frequency. She's done certain things. If you look through 1 through 3 so far, she gives you a breakdown of her life, of what she's currently looking for, and um, what is necessary and what is unnecessary in her atmosphere or in her vibration. So with this part of working relationship, an individual needs to understand not just within you, understanding her point of her point of view, but also understand what it is that you feel that is a work relationship association.
I have 1% on my.
All right, so she's left the broadcast for a little bit. She'll be back later. So, as for the listening audience, do you get what I'm do you get where I'm getting at? Right, understanding those levels of where you should be at in your life, as well as where you should be at within another, you entering or having someone entering into your life. There's certain things that we have to work on, and in this particular category, it is the work relationship. What parts of the relationship do you think you need to work on? If you have any questions, we can start discussing about certain things of what you feel is a work relationship to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Definitely. So when it comes to that part of the work relationship, the example that we were given was the how myself and Joy's work relationship is, of how we are both very creative individuals, and when it's time to get to the drawing board, um, she'll either get the idea once I'll be like, "Hey, we should do this," so she knows I'm not a full fledged creator like she is. She has the ability to do it. That's the part of a relationship where it's like, all right, direction. She has the capability of doing multiple things. I have the capability of putting things or giving things. So that relationship that we have when it comes to that part is very dynamic, and it works with a lot of people that I'm with, because I have to ones have to understand that ability within each other, and that's the part going back to what the Hamet was saying, is cultivated by learning each other's needs, and those type of needs is how she was able to find out what she needs, or what she um, is wanting, and what she's looking for in her partner. And you can find that in a lot of people, and but when it comes to that part, is, yeah, boom, I want to work and relax relationship. Correct. Work and relax relationship. That's the best way to that's the best way I would feel it too. Because the right now, especially today, um yeah, we definitely need to relax. A lot of us need to relax. A lot of us need to do more work too. Correct, correct. I appreciate you, Salima. Matriarch Salima. So, before we go in any other parts of it, does anyone or the listening audience have any questions before Joy comes back and continue the narrative? Yeah, yeah. Anyone. What is your take on what you would think as a work relationship, or what you would think
Ramutef,
your
while we wait
relationship
for
is?
him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on, mute for me, if you would. So, as I was saying when I left out, uh, Coty, I was addressing Coty. Coty, I'm glad to see you here. And it was something I was gonna say. Oh, right quick, we were talking, and when it comes, this is kind of off topic right now, but not. But either way, when it comes to any curiosities in addition to what I mentioned for the bedroom, I suggest everyone go to my broadcast, Sex Patterns and Partners, and check it out. That's the best answer I can give you at any time. I appreciate you. Go ahead, Ramutef. I don't see any answers yet to your question. So you go ahead though.
Well, I was waiting for them. If they have nothing, then I wanted you to go ahead and continue the narrative.
Okay, well, let's go with this. I see Mother Matriarch Selena Ellis herself. Peace. She's in her YouTube. She's also a new moderator to the channel. So I appreciate her in that position. She spoke about wanting a work and relaxed relationship. Now,
Yeah, we were speaking on that.
let's talk about that. But first, I want to say, yeah, my relationship type is not all work. Of course, I do other things, as you may already tell if you know a little bit of anything about me. It's just that for me, um, speaking of a work partner, that's like the primary a primary filter. They have to be able to support me work wise. Everything else will come after that. Salima, let's talk about her though. Her work and relax relationship. She says someone who supports my work sounds corny, but someone who will respect my work and be able to physically support me. Ramutef, talk to us about this. Gratitude. Your mic's still muted.
Uh, yeah, yeah. That's what we were speaking on earlier when it came to that part when it comes to dealing with what is a work relationship. The key ingredient is support. Someone who supports. No matter, the support can come in any type of way. It can be a physical support. It can be a mental support. It can just be an energy support, which is basically, like Joy was saying, being present. It's not, how they say, what they call it, keeping tabs, and and making sure that, oh, this person ain't doing, I'm suspecting this person to be doing something stupid, like um posting something real stupid, or talking to people real stupid, or in a group text talking dumb stuff. But that's everyday lifestyle. But at the same time, when it comes to that specific thing, nothing corny about it at all. It's just a lot of people just don't have that type of mindset when it comes to actually building each other up. The build, the true build is in the household. That's where it all starts. And not even in the households, it can be in the separate households too. But that's where it starts. You got to have that foundation. If you don't have that foundation, the relationship is either going to be in two categories. Either it's the fly by night, or it's the you come when I call. When it comes to those things, there's no work. There's nothing about work, or not even doing the work in that relationship whatsoever.
And in regards to our preparation for the premiere of the courting series tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the building happens before we move into the house together. So the building looks like them knowing the guidelines for the courting process. So in my case, for example, guidelines would be sending their birth chart information, communicating with Ramutef Qeb first. So as I've shared that information, then the candidates send me the information. I'm like, which part of? I said, send it to Ramutef Qeb. But again, I'm maintaining this positive broadcast experience today. But the building starts there in the courting process. And then it continues the build through the elders, and then the sisters, the family, the brothers on the panel. And so then it will go to me and him speaking and building. And, on a positive note, one of them gets through. The build continues after the series is over. And then the build will continue into the household, into the home. And from there on and henceforth, etc., etc., etc. Peace.
PC, relax, dancing, reading, family gathering, travel, camping, and learning. See, that's a great one. When it comes to understanding the parts that is necessary in the relationship, and when it comes to that part, yeah, yeah, that part is definitely great. A lot of people don't dance no more. They two step. I mean, they two step, but you can settle for a two step maybe. Reading, yeah. When it comes to that part, when you're talking about the phone thing, that is a great. That's something I truly like, because there's no need to have our phone or any type of device when we're in the bed, especially if we got a TV and you can watch TV and stuff like that, or play games and stuff like that. I can understand games because I'm a gamer. But when it comes to the end of the
Hold
day, if
on,
I'm going
TV
to, hmm?
You talking about TV in the bedroom?
Yeah, just in general, just like the whole, when it's our time, it's our time. We don't need nobody else in it. Like me personally, what I do as a training thing for myself, if I'm with people or if I'm with my significant other, if we're not going any place or things of that nature, then yeah, I'm gonna just hop on my phone, start playing a game, and I'll be good to go. Until she's like in my face. When she's in my face, I literally stop what I'm doing, or I'll finish what I'm doing. I'm not gonna lie, I'll finish if I'm playing a game, I'm going to finish it before I come to you or give you my full attention. You have my attention, but I'm going to finish what I'm doing, and then I'm going to give you the majority of my time. But what I do as a tester, I'll take my phone and I'll literally turn it off, and I'll have it where I'm not looking at it at all, no screen. Like I'll just place it somewhere face down, just so the back is showing, so I'm never distracted at all. And I do that a lot. I've been doing that for a long time. Like I'll literally will put it away, or if you're in my face, I will take my phone, stop what I'm doing, put it face down, and I will give you my undivided attention. Or me being me, and I'm a little crazy sometimes. I'll do something stupid, or I'll try to do something stupid. I do it on purpose because it's like I'm the more entertaining person in the relationship. Like I want to entertain, or at least crack a smile. A smile. I don't, even if it's like the like I'm disgusted smile. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that one thing that completes my whole day and my whole relationship, hands down. Um, yeah, bringing that balance in from both, correct. But that's just me personally how I would deal with that situation. Bedroom, living room, kitchen, bathroom, basement, um, backyard, front yard. If I'm not playing a game, that's the only time I'll have my phone because all I do is play games on my phone. Literally, all I do. Like I'm still, well, I was in the middle of playing one, but I guess the repeat was on or something of that nature. Yeah, see, I was in the middle of playing, and then to get when someone gets my attention, I literally turn it off, put it down, and not worry about it because now it's time to come back to not necessarily the real world, but coming back to the world and coming back to what it is that my significant other, um, or the person that I'm choosing, the person I'm interested in, um, and you have to have, I gotta have your attention, or you need to have my attention, because it's not hard for me to get. It's not hard to get my attention. All you got to do is just, um, not necessarily say my name, but more so, if you're in my presence, oh, yeah, you got my full attention. But if you're like on the phone, things of that nature, if it's not on a level of, or we're going to build something, or we need to let go of something, or it's time to have that talk time in a sense, you always have my attention. Will always have my attention, and that's one great spill is, well, not even spill. The great ingredient to majority of that is that part of attention. Attention is a very, 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 very positive role when it comes to um, well, I'll say when it comes to joy, when it comes to anyone wanting to pursue in a sense. But you got to understand that if you didn't go to the first three videos and you're just watching this video now, I won't even try it because you won't even get past me personally. All because I know you're not doing the work or you're not having an interest, because the reason for all this is more on a teaching level and also self-teaching, as well as the possibility of finding a very perfect fit, not just for herself but just anybody who has the willpower to take their time and put themselves out there, put themselves in the hot seat, and find out what it is that we need to do to help that individual find you or you find them, and what things that you truly need to let go in order to get to that level of the so-called relationship. For joy, work relationship is a very big ingredient that you must have when it comes to dealing with her. If you don't have it, get off the broadcast. Don't even send me a link.
That's right.
Don't waste our time. Don't waste our time whatsoever. If
Go
you don't
make you a
have
bologna
an
sandwich.
ounce, yeah, I know, right? The bologna sandwich. But people gotta understand this is a very serious thing that we're putting together, not only for ourselves, but for those who are wanting to know the difference between courting versus dating. And we premiere that tomorrow, 6 p.m. Check us out on Karma's Dynasty. Greatly appreciate it. Go ahead, Joy.
Gratitude, Ramutef. Um, yeah, I'm putting myself in a hot seat. This is a positive broadcast, so hot seats are positive. Um, it's been an opportunity for growth for me, and I appreciate each moment. Um, I've been speaking with the elders and the brothers and sisters on the panel, and I've taken note from all of them. So when I come here and in this short series here, you hear me talking about the hymn and what I want, what I like, what I don't like. There's also at the same time some things about myself that I like, do not like, and I'm open enough to recognize change, and the courage enough to realize I'm meeting someone new, So there has to be change. There has to be flexibility to be a part of his life. And of course, not expect him to totally do flips, cartwheels, and jump through hurdles over hurdles and through hoops to be in my life. So this is a two-way street. It is a journey. And I appreciate all of those that are on this journey with me in observation mode. And I appreciate all the candidates that put themselves in the hot seat. I would really highly recommend that the candidates hear me out. That's what all this preparation is for, because I do not like time wasted. So I just would like for them to take note and only come forward if you meet my basic requirements and guidelines. If so, I like men who, working on this, do not. I like men. I'm gonna just say it 'cause I can't do it right now. I like men who do not smoke. So do not come to be a candidate and you smoke. That's elimination. Why even go through the process? Just don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. I don't have time. I don't have no problem saying no. And Ramutef gonna see the friction in the chart. So he is the second no. And then even extend you to the elders. It'll be like, why are you even here? You smoke? That was like one of the precursors. That's the preliminary round. No smokers make it to the elders on the panel in the courtship process. Yes, it takes a village. And my village, we roll together. Don't please just, I ain't gonna say please. You do it to yourself, you do it. I would not, I don't like hurting people's feelings. I don't like going through the process of telling people no. This is my process right here. So yeah, they could drink. I like men who knows how to drink alcohol. That's what I like.
That's the correct way to say it.
And with that being said, I'm gonna say I like men who know how to smoke. Not that I won't be with somebody that smoke, but it is what you are smoking. You know, cigarettes and them Black and Milds outright is foul to me. Disgusting. So I need him to know. I like a man who knows how to smoke and drink. Gratitude, Cody. Gratitude, Cody. You better know it. Ramutef, talk to us about it. Talk to us.
What the difference between knowing how to smoke and drink? I can definitely talk about that. All right, so pointers for those who do smoke and those who do drink. There comes a time where, how they say, one has to grow up and not think about, oh, I need to get wasted all the time. No. I forgot what song it was. It's on a Wu-Tang track. It's on a Wu-Tang track, and the elder on there was talking about, drink wine, drink wine. It brings good company, right? He said 2 drinks are enough. 2 drink minimum. That's it. You don't need no more than that. If you drink any more than 2, when I say drink more than 2, it's like you have all different type of volumes of what you can put in your cup or a bottle, right? No one ever said how much you should drink when it comes to your first drink. But the thing about it is, once you're done with that first drink, you only got one more to go, or you just only need one, for real. Anything over 2 drinks is basically saying, I got a couple more issues I need to deal with. When I see it personally, when it comes to smoking, there's a respect level when it's like, all right, you have some people who have the relationship like, you're my smoke partner, so I'm only smoke with my partner. Then there's the ones like myself where it's just more so if I'm in the biggest of thinking modes, I will go grab me a cigar and I will sit out there and I will ponder and I will puff on my cigar and I literally will meditate on the clouds that I'm pushing out. From that, it helps me with my ideas and things of that nature. But when it comes to doing certain events and things of that nature, um, you will not see me smoke the whole time. If it's an event, if it's a what they call it a show, anything, um, you will not see me partake when I'm doing something that I feel is very serious. When it comes to anyone else, it's just like whatever they do is whatever they do. It's not my you know, I'm not judging or none of those things. It's just to each their own. But when you're coming to an individual such as Joy, you gotta understand those points, those type of things. Those what she's discussing when it comes to. She's not a person who enjoys a person who smokes. Um, Pretty much is basically saying, don't do it at the house. Am I close or no?
Kind of no, no,
So it's just no. It's like no, no nigga at all.
no, Siba.
I got you. I got you. So yeah. So it's just like it's a complete no. Like when she says she does not want nobody who smokes, that makes. I mean, it's right there in the pudding. For real, for real. You just can't smoke. For me, I've been an off and on person. I'm learning certain different type of techniques of how to truly break the habit. So then that's what I invested in my time of what is called smoke blends and things of that nature. Because I found out that if you're trying to quit, you can cold turkey and do all that other stuff and things of that nature. But we live in a world where, especially here in Pennsylvania, where we breathe nothing but smoke out here. And no matter if they say no smoking anywhere, the type of pollution that we did here in Pennsylvania or Pittsburgh itself, it ain't helping. It don't matter what it is. The only way you can do this, we get like a whole vacuum, um, a smoke filter or earth filter to get rid of all the toxins in the air, in a sense. But yes, that's a great point. It has to be respected. Respect is the main thing when it comes to that. If you do it, chances are, if she find out, it's not going to be a good thing. So in other words, this is a time where you got to understand that where there's no time to be wasting time anymore at all. Like when it comes to what you're seeking. If you don't know what you're seeking, do not put yourself out there. If you do put yourself out there, enjoy yourself. Have fun. And we already know what that word fun means. But go out there and do what you feel is necessary to get your rocks off. Because obviously you're still not in the level of, and it's no offense to anybody, but you're not at the level of what they call growing up. We all have our experiences in our relationships or past relationships. We should not focus on them too much, but they're more so on the level of red flags that you can literally see a mile away. Any relationship that you have and any problems that you have, one important ingredient moving forward is learning how to take accountability for your actions as well as your significant other's actions. That's something that is very hard to do, to learn to accept these type of wrongs, but to a level of learning not to just use it back and forth, because then it can become a back and forth struggle where it's just like tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat. We can't be doing that no more. In any new relationship, because these next generations, but they're they're like they're becoming the worst. And no offense to the hippie generation, but they're becoming the worst hippies ever. They really are. They're about to be the worst hippies ever. I'm talking about everybody has something or will have something. Um, and that's kind of messed up to even say that, but at the same time, it's the truth. These kids, ooh, boy, there's no such thing as safe with them, and with us getting to the age that we're at now, us even thinking of stepping down a couple of ages, your mind has to be on par with us. If your mind ain't on par with us, don't even think about looking my way. Personally, don't even think about looking my way at all, because I do not have the time for it. Personally, I don't have the time for it, and I know for a damn Joy definitely doesn't have the time for it. Neither does Tisha and Nicole. They don't have time for it
Tell them.
whatsoever.
Tell them.
But yeah, go ahead, Joy.
Peace, Ramutef. All right. So keywords I've taken from Ramutef's input just then is how to, and I'm gonna extend on his safe, and I'm gonna say safety. How to and safety. Those words stuck out to get me to my next point. Not also do I like a man that knows how to drink. I like a man that knows how to touch me. Period. I like a man that knows how to touch me. So that means he needs to know more about me. Off of the base is he must know how to touch me. That means there's things he will not do to me. Cause yeah, I'll get him for that. And I've had my history of getting people that don't know how to touch me properly. So I would enjoy, and I like a man where I can build on the base of knowing how to touch me, and we grow from there, and we know how to touch each other. And that's my spill on that.
You want me to give people a hint?
Oh, go ahead.
All right. So when she says that, it's not even just Joy, and it's with a couple of us, for real, for real. She's not just talking about physically. If you cannot get her here, you ain't got no chance. That's just one tip for everyone. Just one tip.
Gratitude, gratitude. Yes. Mental wise, yes. We must be able to blend together, meld together on a mental status. We must be able to build together in that manner. And hmm, we must. And also, right quick, do not this is what I would like to happen. A man who is not sitting with a checklist like, oh, okay, no smoking, got it. Know how to drink, got it. Oh, talk to her, get her mental, got it. No, this is not the end all tell all checklist. So I like a man that knows that. There's much more to me than these 4 episodes. There is much more to me than the courtship series coming up tomorrow. And there is much more to me than you will see in the night recap of the courtship series premiering tomorrow. And Coty, I was gonna say something to you. But yes, because I talked to Coty about that the mental capacity, the relationship mentally. It is a must have. And another thing I would like is I like a man who knows that these are not items that he is rewarded for. Oh, I don't smoke. Cool points. No, that's childish. No cool points around here. So just know that everything with me is a must. I've had my time of trial and error. If I say it, it's just how it go. All of the space and the wiggle room are the points that I'm not speaking on because I am waiting for the night to appear. And then those are the items where we learn each other and where the gray areas and the flexibility come into play. Other than that, if you hear me say it, I mean it. Yeah, I said there was an exception to one time, but that was the one exception. Is singular, not plural. I didn't say exceptions. Gratitude. Ramutef.
I was just piggybacking off what you were saying. Keep going.
So, um, speaking of what I like in a man, I like a man who listens to the same type music I listen to. Um, such as and knowing the time to play it. That's something when we're in the same space over time, he'll develop and learn. He'll develop and know. And songs to me, men will send me songs for reasons like they like the melody, they like the beat, they like this. I listen to lyrics first. So I like a man who knows that, which means if it don't have a complete mental lyrical content, don't send it to me. I don't care what the melody, the tune, the bass line, the beats sound like. I don't care. That's me. Ramutef, you got something?
Yeah, because like for myself, like I'm a true blue person who uses songs to explain a lot of things. Like for instance, like people will say certain things, like say for instance a person is judging me or something like that, and I'll be like, "Is you Chris Brown to me?" And they'll be like, "What?" And then I'll go to the song and I'll be like, you hear this? Is this what you doing? Is you judging me? I'm trying to tell you right now, please don't judge me, because I won't judge you. You feel me?
Right.
Like things like that. Like that's the type of person that I am. Like I like to have a innocent yet um how you say sharing moments. Be like, all right, so like for me, most of the music I listen to is all instrumentals in a sense. Anything that's from the 80s to the early 2000s, maybe 2009. Yeah, that's most of the stuff I'll just stick to on repeat, literally repeat. Some of the new stuff I may listen to, but a lot of this new stuff that, oh hell no. um a lot of the old school thing, because like I like knowing different songs from people. Like my great uncle, he has a nice collection. He still has a very great working record player, which is even awesome. um the things that he has, and the things that he will play once in a while, things like that, like when I come around, that's how I'm able to understand certain um um uh instances of times, the lyrics that these individuals were having that I wasn't even thought of, in a sense. When it comes to dealing with our parents, I wasn't even thought of. When it comes to that sharing part of music, for me, it's just more so, um I do enjoy if a person would enjoy the same music as me, but one thing I do not tolerate is listening to anything as soon as you wake up. If it's anything about ass, titties, and anything else, hoe and tricking and all this other crazy stuff, or selling dope or anything else, anything that we were raised up on, in a sense. Um, if it's any of that type of music, that's something I cannot get down with. I cannot. I'm not trying to start my day knowing that it's already going to be out there. As soon as I step out the door, I'm going to hear it. But when I arise from the dead, you know, coming back into my body, I don't want to have nothing to do with anything crazy. If it's nothing that's going to uplift the energy of my soul, uplift the spirits in my house, um, yeah, no, mm, I don't care what it is. You will not have ratcheteer music when I wake up. I'm not trying to listen to anything about bodies, none of that stuff. If it ain't nothing but a tune, you have to have tunes, some type of instrument, some type of jazz, or some type of lyrics is talking about baby, that type of stuff. I'd rather listen to that than anything else. If it ain't nothing around them lines, yeah, we can't share. We can't share any type of space. Personally, that's just me personally.
Ditto. Now, I heard that short solo, so I'm gonna mute my mic so you can continue that.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just giving just giving an example. Like like most of those old school songs where they're just like you got your boy Eddie Kane and stuff from the Five Heartbeats and shit, and that tone that
Gerald
sets it
Levert.
off. Yeah, Jay Levert, things like that. Um, those individuals, the way that they sounded off, like what's that man, Barry White, and his is just more like my favorite one is um he always comes in with that deep sensation starting at the base and then just brings it to a certain level, and then the vibration from there is just like, yeah, this is how I'm gonna start my day, this is how I'm gonna treat you, woman, this is exactly how I'm gonna treat you. You hear this, man? I'm about to do the same thing he just said. But those type of gestures is what we need when it comes to dealing with that part, when it comes to dealing with music, understanding what a person really is saying when they're talking about the same type of music. The music itself, the lyrics itself are very important. There's some people who start with lyrics, and there's some people who just start with just straight instruments or just a sound. As long as I'm not saying it, that person not saying it, that music box needs to be saying it, because that music box is about to start our day, and it goes back to the starting of outside, inside, the kitchen, the bathroom, the bedroom, the basement. It goes all in synchronicity. And peace to Kai. What's going on, Kai? Peace to you. But go ahead, Joy.
Peace, Kai Creatress. Peace. So what did you just? Oh, this is my thing too. In the bedroom, extended. So in the beginning of the broadcast, I started outside in the front yard and went through the house. Right now, I'm gonna go from the bedroom and extend out throughout the house. I like a man who knows that same intensity, that same talk, that same passion, that same push forward he got to get to the this is I know my grandchildren will watch it, and I don't have my advisories up. But that same he put in to get that, and when we in the bed, I need that outside the bedroom. You know what I mean? When we walk and you see me passing down the hallway, don't just walk past me like I'm some stranger on the street. You better extend a hand and reach out and give me some of that ooey in the hallway. When we in the kitchen, I better be capturing some of that energy. When we in the living room, I I like a man who knows how to extend that energy out past the bedroom. And I mean on the streets too and all that stuff. Cause what I've done before and I'm not gonna do is be like, that ain't what you was saying last night. That ain't how you was touching me last night. That ain't how you was looking at me yesterday afternoon when we was in the bedroom. I need you. I like a man who know how to talk to me, treat me, look at me, speak to me, extend himself to me outside of the bedroom. You ain't gonna grow a whole nother personality and keep it just contained to the bedroom. Not with me. Cause I naturally extend myself outside the bedroom. So I like a man who can compliment my extensions. Cause he gonna get it outside that bedroom. Trust me. If you need to know more, look at my broadcast sex patterns and partners. I'm being peaceful right now.
You know what's messed up? I forgot exactly what I was gonna say when you said a point, and I was thinking about it, and now it just lost me. Oh yeah, now I got it. So it goes back to what I said in a on a previous broadcast on the I Am My Sister's Keeper, when I was telling you about when I was learning from one of the little booklets when it's talking about the certain Orisha spirits, and the spirit I'm talking about is Oya. Oya There's a little title or story of how she met Shango or how Shango got her in a sense. And that line that she said is something that really does stick with me to this day. That that they say that that she says to Shango. She says, "Every man is the same in the bedroom or under the sheets. It's what you do outside what gets my attention. What you do outside the sheets is what gets my attention." And that's something that's very, very true for a lot of people when they really sit back and think about it. Like, is this relationship only going to be confined in our bedroom and that's it? Do I not get that same type of energy outside the bedroom, outside the house, even? A lot of people see it as, in a sense, a playful nature, but it's not. It's actually transmuting that joint energy that we have created in our own little bubble world. And now, what to do with that energy? What can we do with it? Do we keep it going, but do we have it in a steady pace? Or do we just let it all out and we don't care about what nobody thinks, what we do, what we say, how we say it? Those type of things are the things that we're speaking on when it comes to thinking about what it is about changing the energy of what I can do in the sheets, I can also do outside the sheets.
All right. So, what do we speak about next?
Next can be um what's the next part? A little bit on the intimate. We can get on a little bit on the intimacy, and then we can go straight into what is called the truth. What I call it the truth of the matter. You know what I mean? The truth of the matter of what is going on, what is being presented. So, oh yeah, it goes back to what I was talking about earlier. I'm sorry. So when I was talking earlier in the broadcast, I was talking about the three things I will see in astrology when it comes to work, intimacy, and long term. So in the intimacy part, there's a lot of it, but it all depends on when how certain planets and certain energies mold and how they can put into one being. When a certain individuals get together, um, you have the two types: the ones that's going to be stuck on just sexual energy, or the ones who are going to use the sexual energy. Those are the only two types. You ain't gonna have no more than that. Just those two types. Um, a lot of the intimacy part is a very great way of learning within each other, but got to be more folks got to be more understanding of what it is that you're about to partake in. It's not just a pure act of putting our bodies together, putting places and whatever else. Intimacy goes as far as that. It's like more so like, for instance, um, like for me, I know I have a very shocking presence, right? So my significant other can feel my spark. Like if I desire her in a certain way, and it's not necessarily in a sexual way, but it's more so that I not necessarily saying I worship, but it's more so in that sense. Like I give that type of energy, that same energy I gave you earlier when it comes to our adult play. It's the same energy I'm going to give you now, but it's going to be in a different way. It's going to be something that's going to either jolt you, like if I touch you, it's just like boom, goosebumps, ignite your chakras in your body, type thing. Those are the type of things about intimacy. Understanding that a rub here and there will work. A pat on my head, or pat my hair, play with my hair, things like that. Oh, I'm gonna just put your beads or your necklace on. Oh, let me put your ring on. Things like that. That is levels of intimacy right there. Not just what mainly people think intimacy is like. Oh, I gotta be all on my lover. I gotta touch her, grab her on the butt, or I gotta grab her on the style, or hopefully he got the sweatpants on and stuff like that. No, no, no. Gotta learn what intimacy is, people. Gotta really learn it. And once you understand that, you can understand the amount of creation that comes out of that shit, because this is nothing like it. You talking about world conquering shit energy. Yeah, that's the type. If you learn how to correct that energy very well, oh, it's world conquering. um then it's the last point is long term. Long term is more so in the realm of courting, not dating, not just seeing. No, long term is in the form of courting. And we'll go into detail a little bit tomorrow on Karmic Dynasty on courting versus dating.
For real, for sure. Now, again, if you missed the memo, I will not be on that broadcast. I think at the point out you will see me on that broadcast is when a candidate gets through the filter of Ramutef that he has for me. I appreciate Ramutef setting up those filters for me. And after the candidate has gotten through the filters that the elders have, and then definitely after he's spoken to the panel, the family of my brothers and sisters, and then my expression to, with, and or for him, that's when I will appear on the platform. So if you see me on that platform on that series, it's because one of them made it through some filters.
So, like, for me personally, if you haven't made it, if you haven't, um, and I'm not going to say this like as being a bias or a bigot or whatever. Um, it's more so on a level of understanding what she's looking for, and that's the reason for the broadcast. The broadcast is not only just for herself, but it's also for everyone who listens, everybody who future listens, or past, present, whatever. Understanding long term, long term comes with more than just the word long term relationship. No, we're talking about we're talking about soul ties. Okay, we're talking about in the next life, meaning that I'll be able to find you in the next life, long term. That's what we're talking about. We don't need no more of this back and forth stuff. Even though there's, you get two soulmates, only two. There's only two. In every lifetime, you get two, and it's always the same ones. They just be in a different body. One time they'll be a man, one time they'll be a woman. One time they might be a woman who wants to be a man, and vice versa. By the end of the day, you only get two of them. There's only two. Only two. The first one you met a long time ago, and then that's that person that you have. When you look at them, it's like, damn, like I know you from somewhere. I truly do. That's one. The second one I'm not going to tell because that's just giving away all the secrets. But yeah, I definitely appreciate this, Joy. This has definitely been definitely an eye opener for myself. I can say that the most. Definitely, definitely, definitely. But yeah, long term people, long term. If you don't have the long term, don't even step to it. Please don't even try. Please don't try. Just all it's going to do is just hurt your feelings. But at the same time, I'm here to help you in that manner too, because that's what it's all about. It's about each one teach one, as they always say. But in this category, we're here to heal those parts. So when you are ready to step out and see and do, you'll understand the difference between courting and dating.
And so, preview, spoiler alert, Ramutef column, for tomorrow's, the premiere of the courting series, there are 4 candidates that Ramutef will be bringing and sharing the results of our charts together. Now he has shared some highlights with me. I was
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it.
I'll have to wait till tomorrow and hear from Ramutef. He shared some highlights. I do not know all of what he has, so I cannot share it. What I can say is, right now, from all that I know in directing the broadcast, we will not have any more than we won't have more than 3 on future broadcasts, because it can be time consuming, and right now we're expecting to run from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And so yeah, so as they come in, depending on how many candidates come in at a time, their week may be extended out for their results, because right now we're unable time wise to do more than 4. But tomorrow's broadcast, you'll get the results of 4 candidates. And from what Ramutef shared with me, he will be sharing. He has looked at their individual charts, and he has looked at our charts together, mine and each candidate. And so he'll be sharing 2 strengths and 2 weaknesses from the candidate's individual chart, and then he'll share 2 strengths and 2 weaknesses from our combined charts. And Ramutef will not be sharing any names. He will not be sharing cities. He will not, where they were born. He will not be sharing their time of birth and or their dates of birth. He's just going to be sharing chart results. And we're doing our best to maintain privacy, and actually also to focus our attention on the one that gets through the filters of the panel as a whole. Ramutef.
I'm trying to plug up my computer. Give me 1 second.
Okay. All right. So while he does that, again, you want to hear the results of each candidate and how our charts match up. You'll tune in tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think right now, what's the broadcast called? Courting.
Yeah, I want to say it's recording.
Courting, something to commitment. And actually, the title for it I came up with is based on the 4 textbook stages of courting. And I can't recall the first word. Ramutef, I see you in your ketchup shirt. You put your mic. We are very looking like ketchup and mustard today.
Yeah, I know, right? I put ketchup on my mustard. Put ketchup on my ketchup. Hey, that's funny. I just realized that. I just realized that. I didn't even realize that. That's pretty dope. Didn't even know that. I put ketchup on my ketchup, people. I do. I put ketchup on my ketchup. Oh, I can't show y'all. Can't show y'all none of my word. She said we look like ketchup and mustard. That's hilarious. Hilarious. I know, right? I got it. My mom got it for me a long time ago in Florida. It was the dopest present she could ever give me. Cause I used to put ketchup on my eggs all the time. I still do to this day, but I don't even, I haven't ate eggs in a long time. But yeah, I put ketchup on my eggs, people. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Well, shoot, on anything, that and hot sauce and Tabasco sauce and ghost pepper sauce, all that stuff. Yeah, I know, right? I'm mad you pointed that out, Joy. She's like, yeah.
I didn't see your shirt standing up. I hadn't even seen it.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it until she said so. I'm like, ha ha, that's so funny. Got me. That was a good one. But yeah, people definitely tune in tomorrow. It's definitely going to be an insight to others to see what we're putting together, and then definitely for myself, because when I looked into it not even just for myself, but I did look into it for myself, but I use it in a different manner. More so, if I feel that if I'm going to be working with this person, I'm definitely going to look at our charts, and I'm going to see if we're going to be able to work well or not. if we're not going to work well, no, because I can be one of these dogs out here and be like, yo, I got the power. I can do the astrology. I can find out any type of girl I want. I can give her, her. I know how to get her. I'm not trying to do that. I'm here to heal, not just myself, but others. I'm here to put things in their proper place the way that a person wants it to. If they don't want the assistance, that's cool. If they want the assistance, I'm going to do my best of my how you say my upright or my up best, however you want to put it. I'm going to do my best to do the job right. When a person says to do something and how they want it done, make sure you get it done because the results are definitely going to be phenomenal. I can truly say that.
Yes. Anything else we want to discuss today before we cut out? Peace, Ashanet. Peace.
Um, Definitely don't forget to tune in tomorrow, 6 p.m. Karmic Dynasty. Also, December 25th, witnessing the resurrection for the Matrix movie. What you put? I forgot what you put down.
Watch
Movie
party.
watch party. That's it. Movie watch party. Definitely email contact Joy through Facebook Messenger, email, and all them good things to attend because it's definitely going to be a interesting show, especially with my crazy ass being there. Because when I look at movies, I look at it a whole different way than most people, just like everybody else does. But when I don't miss a beat, especially if I watch it for the second time, I don't miss a beat, especially to see what they're doing. Because I don't just look at the actors and stuff. I look at the background. I look at the symbols that's in the background when it comes to that. They call it Easter eggs when you watch these movies. But yeah, definitely tune in for that. What else is there? Oh yeah, sometime next week I'm probably gonna do a um a housing card like I did the last time on the last broadcast. I know I need to do that again because we need to put some energy or some fire back into ourselves. And then the best way I know how to do it is, visualize, come together, what words that we all come as one for these directions of these houses, of our individual houses, and the power that we can use to collect and distribute into the process of our liberation of the mind. Yeah, definitely. So be on watch for that. And then also a couple other projects that's going on. Like today I'll be doing a pop-up today. I might go live for that. And then tomorrow, definitely, we have a event that's going to. I'm going to tomorrow out here in Pittsburgh. It's our pre. What they call that? I forgot what it's called. Bye week for the Steelers. So we're doing like a little a hosting party out here at Club 24. If you're here in the area of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, definitely check us out. Look into it. Doors open soon. Check out on my page or certain other people's pages. Look for the flyer. The name. The brand. Definitely check us out. Other than that, I appreciate this time with you, Joy. It's definitely been enlightening for myself. Definitely, I thank you for bringing me out and speaking to the masses. Definitely, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Look out for us tomorrow because you're definitely going to be cracking up. Yeah, you're definitely going to be cracking up because, boy, I'm going to leave it at that. These candidates, boy, I tell you. Um, but yeah, peace and love, everyone. Again, Anouk Ramutef Qeb. I'm Ramutef Qeb. You can find me on Facebook as Ramutef Qeb. You can find me on Instagram as Ramutef_Qeb. I'm a practitioner of divinations. I do readings. I do card readings. Whatever you think is able to have an understanding of what your particular medicine is. I'm here to help you find it and to help you find what it is that is holding you back. That is my greatest duty that I can do um for our beings, I should say. Gratitude, Joy.
Peace, Ramutef. One announcement I have for sure is, and Ashanette here actually reminded me, the matriarchal magic event that we had on the October 16th. The feedback and et cetera from that has us working on a second matriarchal magic event. So an extension, a part 2 of an event. And right now it will be next year, early next year is when it's projected to happen. So as as it builds results and forms, I'll keep everyone updated on the time. And right now, I know the speakers at that event will be myself, Ramutef Qeb, and Mother Matriarch Salima Ellis herself. So stay on the lookout for that. And again, I appreciate everyone as well for being here. Tune in definitely tomorrow evening. And I strongly suggest any possible candidates take the advice, take the direction, and send your birth chart information to Ramutef Qeb. Don't put it in my inbox. That's a strike against you. I love you all. I love you all. I appreciate your patience, courage, perseverance, and your ability to deal with me. I love you all greatly. Peace to all of you. Gratitude, Ramutef Qeb, for joining me on Karmic Dynasty. Everyone, enjoy your day. Peace. Hold on, Ramutef, with your smiling self. He's something else. Peace, y'all. That's not what I wanted. Goodness. Let's roll. Let me try this. There we go. All right, this is the wrong date, y'all. Don't play with me. How about we look forward to this? Yep, this is the information. Tune in. That's what it's called. Courtship, attracting commitment. We'll see y'all 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.